Cloud Extend Excel for Salesforce allows you to work with your Salesforce data in Excel much faster than you can in Salesforce. A really good way to conceptualize it is to think of it as a data loader that runs inside of Excel. Typically, if you wanted to export data from Excel, manipulate it, and send it back, you would do something like this. You would create a report in Salesforce, add your criteria, then you would export that to a CSV file, make the changes after you open it in Excel, save it as a CSV again, and then go through some kind of a data loading process. Then any errors would get spit out, and you'd have to go through an iterative process to keep exporting and importing the CSV files until you're all done. We bring that entire process here inside of Excel. And I'll show you just using a real simple object to understand the lead object, how this actually works. So in this case, I'm going to click on my lead object. I'm going to click on the pencil icon here. And this will show you behind the scenes what I've actually done with this object. So here, I've selected all the fields that I want to see. And this is really just think of it as a mapping between my Salesforce account and my Excel. So once you've got your fields loaded, you would just go ahead and click on the save icon. Now here I'm actually going to bring my template in. So I'm going to click on the leads template, click confirm, and you can see all my field names here now show up as column names. The really cool thing is I can create a data filter. There might be 1 million leads sitting out in this account, but I only want to bring in leads owned by a specific individual. In this case, Justine Berto, and in a certain status. So I'll go ahead and click save on my filter. So with that filter preloaded, I'll go ahead and click on the download icon, and you'll see now those same 462 records are downloaded here into my Excel. And this is where some of the magic starts to happen. So here, I can click on the lead owner, which is a pick list value, and now I can change that, and I can see the valid values in Salesforce. So I'll go ahead and change that, use the power of Excel to drag and drop, do the same thing here for lead status, change those to open not contacted, use the power of Excel to drag and drop. I can also use formulas. So if I wanted to change the lead owner based on a zip code, based on the state, or change the status based on last activity, et cetera, I can do all that in one fell swoop. And again, think of this not just in terms of the lead record, of the lead object. We support all objects in Salesforce, even custom objects. Leads are just real easy to explain on a demo here. So now I want to send this data back up to Salesforce, but I'm going to show you one cool thing. I'm actually going to trigger an error as well. So I'm going to make this lead owner someone that does not exist. And now I'm going to select the rows that I want to update. I'll click on the update icon. If I wanted to update all 462 rows, I could check off all rows, but in this case, I only want to update the rows that are selected. So I'll go ahead now and click on Insert Update. And here you'll see that 9 records were updated successfully, 1 ended in errors. Real easy to fix that one error on the fly. Just come back in to view pick list values, select the new value, and then click on Update. And just like that, that error is now resolved. So think of that process if you're using something like Data Loader. You'd have to export the error file to identify the error, then re-import the file, or in this, if it's only one record, go back into Salesforce and fix it there. But here, in a fraction of the amount of time that it would take with most other processes, we were able to update these records. Now we can also stream in your reports. So here I'm going to click on the menu icon. I'm going to click on Reports. This makes a call out to my Salesforce account and brings in all of the reports that are sitting out there. And I can just click on the report name and we'll start to stream in. One important thing to note about reports is that reports are not really a table that is mapped back up to Salesforce. So you can use that really only for creating pivot tables, charts, graphs, etc. So I hope you enjoyed this short overview on how powerful Cloud Extend Excel for Salesforce is, and I look forward to you licensing the application and saving time. Thanks for watching.